We're working on storage for our Nissan Titan. And as you can see, we got room under the seat. I just took the mat out. And I've got floor mats and I've got the weather textile mats. And the interior is pretty good in here. There are seat pockets. Got a nice pop. It's kind of hot out here. These are small. They're not as big as they were on the 150 King Ranch. I could put a lot of stuff in there. So I need storage. And so I went on the marketplace and look what I found. It's like brand new underseat storage. The only thing is I have no key for it. The homeowner had the key for his truck, fits it. He put a boombox in the back and he didn't want this storage. He said he didn't use it. Well, $100, and I thought, wow, that's a pretty good deal. There's a couple little scratches on it. They'll probably clean up okay. And then it has a full pull out. So when you flop it down, it gives you that bench across the back. And then if you, and it's carpeted, both sides lock. Like I said, I don't have the key. The homeowner has the key to his truck. It's a 2017 SV. I did see the truck, and it's in really nice shape. He's got very low mileage. I think it had 33,000 miles on it. And I said, oh, I wish I could have found that. But this thing is complete. It's got the bolts. It's got the rubber bottom. It's got the separator. So you throw stuff in here, it doesn't move around. It's got a pad here in the center that comes out and wants to tip over right now because it's leaning back. But I want to get this installed. $100 on Marketplace. That's a steal. I looked it up. I skewed the back. It goes to a Nissan number, 1640. It's pretty expensive. So I think it was 1640 something like that. And so I thought it was a pretty good deal. So let's flop these seats up. See, it's pretty nice in here. It looks like somebody did spill something. Let's lift this one up. And on this side, we've got our jack handle. This probably has to, well, I don't know where it goes. Let's just pull it out here. It's never been used by the looks. Got a little bit of dust in here. Let's clean that out. We'll set the unit in here, and I bet you in the floor rail, right there's a little bump right there. I bet you it's pre-drilled. I bet you. We could probably pull the carpet back and see, but we'd have to take the seat bolts out, all of them, and do all that. Or we bring it in and center it, measure it up, and then just poke a hole. Hate to poke a hole, but poke a hole. I bet you the bolts are right there. They're probably an insert nut. Let me show you on the Frontier right here why I wanted some underseat storage. You see how small the back seat area is, right? Got dirty seat to clean. Let's figure this out. Let's flip this up and see how much room is under here. See how it's formed and it's fitted in here. And these have an elastic cover that locks on so they don't bounce out. These are the hold downs for your bed extender. And I put ratchet straps, paper towels, jumper cables, all kinds of goodies in there. And then when you put the seats down, you don't see anything. You could probably, throw some swimming gear in there, whatever you need. That you don't want to look at, but you want to have with you. I always took a change of clothes when I went to work, that kind of stuff. And I think it's quite important to have some storage room. So that's why I want to do it on the Titan. So let's put that unit in there and see how good it fits. Ice Pop's refreshing. Well, I can tell you right away what I would have done. You know me. Right here's your seat bolts. Real simple to get to. I probably would have done a like a 90-degree bracket and unhooked those and bolted it right to it. Not had to put holes in your carpet, but they have little insets around the swivels. So centered, I think what I have to do is just measure between the seat brackets. Looks like it's got to come back this way about to there, and I'll measure between the seats, and I bet you them holes line right up. Let's find out. Now what we'll do is I measured from this side and that side, and I've got 1 inch. See how these arms come out? You get a platform, and then I kind of like that idea. I measured both sides as 1 inch to the frame piece. And then I don't know how to install these. I haven't done them before, but it goes down like that. And that gives you a full platform all the way across here. So if you want to throw something heavy in there, whatever, should hold it. And then if you have a pet, I see it looks like a dog hair. Doesn't smell, but he might have a dog. And then these go up. So checking my measurement again, it didn't move. We're about 1 inch. The only thing I don't know is forward and back, how far we can go. But what I thought we would do is take something sharp like a little screwdriver, whereas if you poke it through the carpet you won't see it, and see if I can line up one of the holes. I don't know if it's drilled out for the nut or if it has a cap. If it was like the bed rail, it might have a plastic cap over it, which would probably make more sense because the hole would allow moisture to come up through, right? So if I press down, then I do catch on something. I don't want to just assume it's going to work. So I guess probably what I should do is pull one side of the carpet out. The jack's on this side, so I think I'll come over here and I'll take out those large bolts. They look like they're, I don't know, 15 millimeter. Looks like quite a few of them though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, at least 6 of them to be able to lift the carpet up. And what I could do probably is a YouTube video to see if anybody has installed these. That would make more sense. YouTube's our friend, right? To see if there's already a nut insert in there or if they're just caps. If they are, I would know. So I guess I'll do the video first, see if I can find it. And if it does say there's a cap on it, I got to pull the carpet up to get the cap out. And if there's no nut in there and it's just a hole with a cap, then I have to put the nut inserts in, which recently I bought a set of them, so we do have them. So I will be back in a minute with a better idea going forward. I did a YouTube video, and what they wanted you to do, when you get this new, you get a template, and you mark out on the carpet, and then you cut out the carpet, and I don't really want to do that. All I want is a little piercing hole through the carpet, because I can't see where this is going to go anywhere. With a seat down, whatever, I don't see how it can fly up out of there, or, you know, you're not putting cinder blocks in it. So I don't want to tear the carpet, cut it all out. I just want to locate the holes and then pre-drill, you know, drill down into them and put the bolts in. So I measured from the side of the metal bracket on both sides. I pressed the little awl tool thing down in there, and I located a hole. I believe it's a hole. So I'm going to run that down in, and then I'm going to go to the other side and do the same thing, get it lined up the same distance and make sure I'm hitting both sides. All right, what I did is I measured, and I measured from the seat bracket to the front, got them even. I took the scratch awl, I wiggled and pushed down, and I located the hole. I put 2 bolts here, 2 bolts there. I got to finish putting the rest of the bolts in, but they tighten right up. Now I can put my dividers in. So I'll just show you. They just fit down in here like so. And that's backwards. That would cover up your bolts. This goes in a certain way, this way. And then we got our divider. Check it out. So now I can put bungee straps, things like that. I could put shop towels, jumper cables, any kind of goodies in there. And a second thing I did to make sure that they were already pre-drilled is I took this side cover up, popped that up, and I'm able to lift the carpet, and I reached right under there and I could see with the flashlight where those holes were. So all I did on that is pop these clips up, so like that. And then I pulled this carpet clip, which goes right there. Push that back down, and then I'll tap them back in place. Okay, I just put the rest of the bolts in. I snapped this cover back down, used a little rubber mallet, and tapped it right in place. Nice. And now what I noticed is on this side, my big floor liner will not work now. So that's kind of a bummer. I'll have to cut around that. But I do have the brand new floor mats still in the bag. So I believe that guy, when he bought this, purchased those at the same time because they're still sealed in the Nissan package. So I'll be putting the carpets in here instead of cutting this mat right now. And what I haven't tested yet is the dual USB, the 12 volt, and we got AC power back here. And we got 150 watt and we got 400 watt. I want to test them out. But let's test this out right now. So we put these down just like that. And we lift this forward and then pop this up. Drop that. Drop that. Check it out. That gives me a nice space. Put luggage, something in there where I don't want them sitting on the seat. If I go and get a bag of, who knows, I get a bag of concrete and it's raining outside, I just can chuck it in here. And this will support quite a bit of weight. So I'll just get the vacuum out, vacuum up our little dusties here, and this is complete. What I was going to say is the homeowner wasn't sure if he wanted to cut another key for it, which he can do, but then I'll have a key to his truck. And so he's not sure he wants to do that. So in the meantime, I'll check and see how much a cylinder with keys are. And other than that, I'm not sure it's necessary to lock it, but it is kind of nice to have. And then, like I said, I want to put bungee straps, jumper cables, maybe a little jump pack, fire extinguisher, rags, flashlight, blanket, all them kind of goodies you got to keep out of sight. And this is going to do that. It's going to keep it out of sight. Let's pull the seats down. Check it out. Don't they look good in there? Like they're always meant for it. So just a little project on the Sunday here to finish up the weekend, doing some projects. Let's see how this seat comes down. Maybe we got to push back to pull. There we go. See that? Beautiful. So now I'll get my mats out and we'll be all in business. I got to clean these seats anyway because I've been putting stuff on the seats. We'll clean these up, get our mats in there, and we're all in business. So thanks for watching. Installing a Titan underseat storage compartment. And quite simple. Like I said, a guy on YouTube said put a template down and cut the carpet, and you're cutting a big old square bigger than your cell phone. And I was like, I'm not going to do that. Why can't you just locate the hole and go right through it? Because how are them boxes going to come out of there, There's no way that's going to move. How can it move? So I'm pretty happy. So thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next clip. Oh, a little bonus footage here. I was wondering, we got a split seat, 60-40, not quite, maybe 75-25. But we lift this side up, and I was wondering why the top was split, because you can open up just one side without opening the other. So that's pretty slick. So one person could be sitting in there while you're throwing groceries, something else there. You're not putting it on the seat. And I think that's a good idea. So we'll see you soon.